We got a North London derby to talk about. We got Carabao Cup games to talk about. And we got some Premier League games to preview this foot and mouth. Welcome back to the show. A bit of an up and down week. That North London derby was a
good game.
It was a good game. It was a good game, but Jorginho,
Yeah, I actually didn't see that many people like hounding on him, eh?
I'm not going to lie. I'm happy that that's the case. I definitely did see a lot of abuse online, but I am happy that for the most part, it hasn't skyrocketed.
Yeah, it hasn't been like it, because to be honest, it was kind of a big deal.
Dude, you would think that someone would be borderline crucified for making a mistake in a North London
a big
derby.
game. But I haven't seen much backlash.
I don't know, man. I think maybe it's because the overall game, like you say, was entertaining. David Raya had to make his first really big save since he joined the club. He looked good.
Yeah, I think he's a good goalkeeper, dude.
It's just unfortunate that Son was so good on the day. And that Gabriel Jesus just didn't put it away, bro. That first half opportunity in the box. Look, Maddison made the exact same mistake that Jorginho made in a worse area of the pitch.
And I mean, to honestly, to win the ball there from Maddison is kind of like, that's harder than scoring the actual goal. I can't believe he skyrocketed.
He could have at least tested the keeper. That was
as much as I like Jesus. Yeah, shit like that is you can't count on him.
If only it were EAFC.
Yeah, he's a beast.
He puts that away 10 times out of 10, bro. But now it was a good game. Yeah, that caused gas. And to be fair, it was probably a fair result.
Yeah, it probably is a fair result. Although, as an Arsenal fan, it is at home. You would kind of expect them, especially against
that was the one that we had to win
against a team like Tottenham, where they are right now, new manager and all. You would have expected Arsenal to win that.
Postecoglou was the first manager to get points at the Emirates since Arteta's come. I think since even before Arteta.
Interesting.
The Spurs hadn't gotten any points at the Emirates, or at least a win, obviously, but they hadn't gotten points there. I think since Arteta's come in, so it's a pretty big game for him. It was his first real big test. I think going into this game, both clubs were obviously undefeated, but Spurs' run of games, I think, had been pretty favourable compared to Arsenal's. I'm not trying to downplay the clubs that they played against.
Yeah, Spurs played Liverpool they played United.
They played United.
Arsenal
they're
bound to play Liverpool now.
Look, we both drew against Fulham. We both beat United. But I think the differentials, I think they played teams a little bit lower on the log. But like I say, it's at this point also where we are right now. Football is football. You know, any team can. We saw the Carabao Cup, which we're going to get onto a Man City.
Any team except for Luton.
Any team except for Luton. And Sheffield United, bro. But yeah, look, on that game, exciting game. I think Smith Rowe also had a very good opportunity to oh no, I'm jumping the gun here. That's the Carabao Cup.
There's a lot of Arsenal games happening. But back to that derby game though. Yeah. I think Arteta did fuck that game up a bit by making those subs.
Yeah, but
also not making the Nketiah sub sooner.
The Nketiah sub should have been the first one done, bro. The Declan Rice, I know, was apparently forced by injury.
Injury, yeah, fair enough.
So was Vieira. I don't know. The Vieira thing I heard was tactical, just because with Jorginho coming in, he felt that we need not Vieira in there, you know. But
we need not Vieira.
Like, if the fact that Vieira didn't play in the Carabao Cup, he didn't feature in the Carabao Cup game, that leads me to believe it was an injury as well. Because if he was fit, he would have at least been on the bench in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense.
I don't know. I think we've got a lot of injuries now out of the blue. We were looking very good at the beginning of the season. You know, we were keeping everybody.
Hey, we're all dealing with injuries, bro. Welcome to the team.
Damn, bro. No, but those subs, I think Arteta definitely did. It wasn't his best game management-wise. I can't understand how he can defend keeping Eddie on for as long as he did. Like, it makes no sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense. He's a backup striker. He shouldn't be playing full games.
Yeah.
But I do have to kind of take back something I did say on the show a couple episodes again. Vicario.
Good keeper.
He's a good goalkeeper. Holy shit.
Keeper. I told you.
Dude,
I told you.
I don't know why I thought he was ass, but I thought he was garbage. I don't know if it was the preseason or what, but I thought he was complete garbage.
Nah, he's
clearly shown, he's a good goalkeeper. I mean, fantasy alone, he's gotten you how many points by now already?
That's his first North London derby as well. He didn't lose.
No, he made big saves too. Yeah. I think Vicario is a good keeper. I do think Ray is a good keeper too. Ray also made big saves. I still prefer him over Ramsdale, although I think Ramsdale did very well in the Carabao Cup game.
Yeah.
But I do think I think Arteta's made his decision too. We've seen Raya play in a Champions League, a derby, and then an Everton game.
The fact that he played the derby, because last
I think
season,
Raya's the number one.
It's kind of a repeat of what we saw with Ramsdale taking this number one spot from Leno. Because also it was the derby that kind of cemented it.
Yeah,
the fact
I think
that Ramsdale was
such
in
an
goal.
important game. Yeah, I think he is the number one, and also he's still hella cheap on fantasy, isn't he?
Yeah. Look,
Yeah.
like as normally Arsenal goalkeepers are pretty cheap. I mean, they're not exactly known for Golden Glove contenders. You know what I mean?
Got him.
Look, we just don't keep clean
Got
sheets
him.
at home. It's the clean sheets. If we concede too many goals at home, bro, like we can keep clean sheets away from home for some reason. But yeah, look, regardless, it was a bit disappointing to have to accept a draw. Like you were saying, it's the home one, it's the home league, so you want to win that one. We struggle enough as is to get wins there. I think last season was the first win there in eons. But like, we still one of only 2 clubs in the English Premier League undefeated in all competitions. It's just us and Liverpool, so things aren't bad. You know, a draw is not bad. It's just that's a draw that may come back to bite us come the end of the season.
Yeah, and cards on the table. They should have, if not for that Jorginho mistake, they
We
should have won that. Yeah, like
because even if that Jorginho mistake happens, Jesus should have put that
have
shot
scored,
away
yeah.
in the first half, bro.
But like you said, there's talks that what Arsenal are looking at Tony, they're looking at fucking
They're looking
Osimhen.
very seriously at Ivan Toney as far as I'm seeing. Like that talk is really hotting up.
That makes sense to me. Tony makes a lot of sense. I could see,
he's so perfect
with
for Arsenal.
Osimhen, I see him going to Chelsea.
It
to
kind
be
of seems
honest.
like Tony to Arsenal seems like it was written in the stars since he destroyed us in the opening game 2 seasons ago, bro. Because like after that, every Arsenal fan had been paying attention to him consciously or otherwise, just because if he talked shit about Arsenal, he was like, oh, if they had a striker
Chat
up
should get
front,
banged.
we got banged, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love it if Ivan Toney joins in Jan. I would. That's the thing. It's a whole Ivan Toney in Jan or Ferguson Osimhen at the end of the season.
Take Tony and Jan.
That's now I understand that.
Because Ivan Tony's not that old, is he?
No, he's like 26, I think.
Yeah, so he'll still play like
No, I
5
understand
more
that, but at the same
seasons.
time, if you ask me now up front, would I take Ivan Toney or Osimhen? I take Osimhen all
Yes,
day.
obviously, but you got to take into account the circumstances. Arsenal kind of need someone as soon as ASAP, or else the season's done.
I would
Especially
say
with injuries going around, we're still so early into it. Something needs to happen quick.
we just need Jesus to start finishing these chances.
That's not how it works. They don't just start finishing them.
Arteta needs to coach it into him. That's what he's there for. And then we can get Osimhen.
Thing.
And then we can get
Jesus
Osimhen
needs
in.
to change his mental state.
We can get Osimhen in, bro. If we get Osimhen at Arsenal, I will.
Arsenal.
That's what it'll become, bruh. With the amount of goals that he'll score in that team, bro. Oh,
Speaking of goals, though, we do have to get into this week's predictions. It is a Premier League week. The games are stacked weirdly.
yeah.
But like there's a whole bunch of games on Saturday, and then there's one game on Sunday, and then one on Monday. So we're going to start Aston Villa at home to Brighton.
Wait. Are we not going to go into the Carabao Cup or even the United games, bruh?
No, I'll get into that as I go to predictions.
Oh, fair play. Okay. What game first?
Aston Villa at home to Brighton. Yeah,
Villa
you
did
can-
just beat Chelsea.
They also did lose their Carabao Cup game to some random team, though. Well, I don't think it was a random team, but they lost. I think they lost to Everton in the week now in the Carabao Cup.
Oh, but I would feel like there was some rotation there, though, at least. They've got actual European
There definitely
football
was.
to
They
worry
weren't
about.
playing Martinez, the
Yeah.
goalkeeper, so for sure there was rotation in. But just bear that in mind.
Brighton looked so good last time out. Matoma good off the bench.
I know.
Ferguson trained. We saw the headline now, so he could play. I'm going to go with a draw, 1-1.
Fuck, a draw. That
I'ma
is
go with the
that is
draw.
probably the safe bet, isn't it?
I'm going to go with the draw. I got to play it safe now.
I know Aston Villa, yeah, they beat Chelsea. They screeched by Chelsea. They lost to Everton. I don't think they're on that good of a run. I'm going to say Brighton win.
The home draw gives them a favor.
Yes, it does give them a favor.
What? Brighton just
I
won
know.
away from him now also, is it?
I don't know for sure. I can look that up. But I do think Brighton won at home 3-0 to Bournemouth.
Yeah.
But I think the way they play the rotation players they have now, Brighton, the team is insane.
Fatty got his first start now in the Carabao Cup.
Fatty got his first goal. Look at Fatty run. I do think, I think Brighton's depth just kind of runs through. Fatty's gonna run through.
But I think that's also why Villa rotated for the Carabao Cup.
Yes, I do. Get
But
that
still,
too.
even like if you ask me, Villa's strongest 11 versus Brighton's strongest 11.
I still think I say Brighton there. So you win with a draw. Just I'm not.
No, you and Brighton win.
I'm
no?
going with Brighton
You know what?
win.
Fuck it, dude. I'm gonna go Villa win. I'm gonna say Villa 2-1. Now that when I thought about it from strongest 11 versus strongest 11, Villa are still my dark horses, bro. More so than Brighton.
Okay, well then
I'm gonna say 2-1. I revise it 2-1 Villa.
Do we have Sponsy's predictions here?
Not yet.
Not
No,
yet. We
not
will
yet.
get Sponsy's predictions and add them, and we will tally up these predictions at
Ethan
some
isn't
point.
tally up
I
these,
will.
but
I will.
He's taking it upon himself.
Speaking of taking it upon themselves, Bournemouth at home to Arsenal.
That's an Arsenal win all day, baby.
I don't think this is going to be much
Arsenal win all
argument.
day. You know what I will say? This sounds like one of those games where Arsenal just have one of those what the hell happened type games where on paper it's just like, yeah, comfortable.
Well, how did their Carabao Cup game go now the other day?
We did well to win.
Who'd you play
Because
against?
we played against Brentford away.
Oh, yes.
And Brentford
the second
came back in that
Yeah, the second half Brentford.
That's when
actually did.
Ramsdale, yes, now we're on Ramsdale. Ramsdale made a lot of saves. And I felt so bad for him because finally he gets back in goal. And he's got the most work to do that we've had.
I mean, he did the work though. Arsenal didn't
it
lose.
is good for him.
So
it is
with
good
that
for
being
him.
said, who would you have in keeper in this game against Bournemouth?
I still think Raya, more so because I still don't think I've seen enough of him. That game against Brentford, I think, was a sign of how having two first-choice goalkeepers can help because we haven't seen Ramsdale that sharp in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
He was sharp. And he was even giving it to the away fans. You know what I mean? There was banter back and forth. He was loving it.
And in the Arsenal game, he was even clapping for Raya's saves. Bro. Well, that's a mentality monster. I like to see that.
I'm just saying, like it looks like it may be working. Again, I'm happy to sit here and say
it's too soon to call.
It's too soon to call. Yeah, I'm
definitely
happy. I'm with you in saying that it looks like Raya is the number one because of the games he's played. But I think that Ramsdale is gonna give Arteta a bit of a headache, bro. If he keeps putting in games like that. But this game, I think, depending on injuries.
Yeah, there's talk Saka may not play.
Yeah, Trossard also. Like I think we'll win. But I think the win is not going to look anywhere near as glamorous as you'd want it to look. Just because right now, just protect who's there, bro. Don't like, if we can't get any more injuries. We can't get any more injuries.
I know, but I don't think you can avoid that, though. How else do you line up other than Raya in goal? Are there any major changes?
Well, again, Kivio could start in the centre-back role. He could start, or even at left-back. Tommy Yasu could start again. He looked very good against Brentford. Yeah, like I think we have options. It's just a matter of what the difference to our quality those options make. I'm still not sure about that. And I don't want to lose ground in the Premier League just yet. So I'd want to go as strong as possible. I just think maybe play a bit more conservative game. Conservative game. Maybe don't try and press them to death. You know what I mean? Like,
I love that tactic. Press to death.
Like, just play it cool. Get an easy 2-0 win. I'm going to say 2-0 Arsenal.
Yeah, I'll probably go.
Or not easy, comfortable 2-0.
I'll probably go 2-3-0 as well to Arsenal. And I think.
This is not the game where you try and show that you're a title contender. You know what I mean?
This is Bournemouth coming off of that 3-0 loss
exactly.
to Brentford. Yeah,
Exactly.
I think they have zero confidence. I think Arsenal know they have to keep winning these games if they want to still fight. So, yeah, let's go Arsenal at least 2-0. Then another team that seems to be fighting now is Everton. They've won their last two games. Everton at home versus Luton.
Good game for Everton to be going into.
Yeah, good. As we said, they've won their last two games. And
Dominic Calvert-Lewin got a return goal.
He scored in both of them. He scored in the Carabao Cup game
yeah,
as
he
well.
did.
So Calvert-Lewin is on fire right now.
Watch your FPL, bro.
And hopefully he keeps it up. It's nice to see him play a full game and not get injured. It's nice to see him play multiple games and not get injured.
Dude, I'm sure Southgate must be happy to see that as well, bruv.
Why does Southgate like him?
Well, I mean, Dominic Calvert-Lewin in form makes the England squad, bruh.
As opposed to who?
Well, Tony's suspended.
Harry Kane's still there, though.
Yeah, but again, you need options. You know, you can't just have... Who's it? Kane and Nketiah. Nketiah got called up in the... I'm pretty sure Southgate would rather call up Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah.
In form? If Calvert-Lewin is fit...
Yeah, in form, maybe.
If he's fit, bro. And again, he finds his form quite easily when he plays the run of games.
But yeah, hopefully
That's 3-0 Everton.
Hopefully these last two games have been Everton building momentum and they keep it. You think 3-1?
3-1. I think Morris gets a goal.
Oh yeah, we'll get into fantasy team as well. I think Everton. I think they fucking
if they could put 3 past Brentford, you can put 3 past Luton, bro.
And I think they also beat Aston Villa by 3 goals. I think they beat Villa 3-1 or some shit. So I do think Everton get at least 3 goals. I think Everton win 3-0.
3-0?
Yeah,
All
I think so.
All right.
And another game where I think there might be another 3-0. United at home to Crystal Palace.
Good game for United.
I think again that we can touch. United did beat Palace earlier in the week in the Carabao Cup. It was a very rotated Palace side. It was a very rotated Man United side. But I think that Palace game was the best we've looked so far.
Yeah.
We like kind of dominated. It was good to see. We won 3-0. Obviously, that's like the biggest win we've gotten so far.
That was off the back of the Burnley game, yeah?
That was off the back of the Burnley game. But the Burnley game was a wee bit of a shaky game. I don't think we looked good at all. Burnley played possessive football the same way they did in the Championship last season, and they did. I think the after the first half they had like 70% possession, and I think the game ended with them having like 60% possession. So they did play the way
again,
they
United
played.
just being clinical. They took the chance.
Well, it was a beautiful chance, that Johnny Evans cross.
That first one should have counted, bro.
Well, yeah, Johnny Evans should have got a header, and that
VAR just haters.
But that cross by Johnny Evans over the top, Bruno as it comes down. I think that's goal of the season so far.
Shout out Johnny assist with the Johnny assist.
Johnny assist. We should call him.
I'm tired.
Yeah,
bro.
we should call him Johnny assist.
Shout out Johnny assist. I mean, more assists than Mudryk, eh? More assists than Mudryk. That's pretty hectic.
Woo, sheesh.
That's pretty. How much did Johnny Evans cost you, Ethan?
Yeah, I think we signed him for free on a 1-year deal. But yeah,
God, Bowley's eyeing him
we should shout out Johnny Evans.
Solid game.
Bruno
solid game.
Did give him the Man of the Match award afterwards.
So you think that's goal of the season so far?
Oh yeah,
we saw a similar goal on the weekend as well.
Liverpool one.
Yeah, in Liverpool with the Liverpool
but
game.
Bruno's one was nicer.
I think more just because there was an Evans cross.
No, it's honestly.
Look, the finish was incredible as well. But I'm just saying, like, the fact
I think Bruno's one was from further out, and I think the cross was from further out.
Yeah, fair
So
enough.
I think those two things. I think Bruno's
Liverpool's
goal
is just. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
Bruno's is goal of the season so far. I will say though, but yeah. So United have won. We've won our last two games. Didn't look convincing against Burnley. Did look convincing against Palace though. I think in this game now this weekend against Palace again. I think we will see a stronger Palace. Eze will start. I think I think United will also, because United these last two games have kind of been playing weird teams. I mean, anytime Johnny Evans plays, it's weird. It's a weird team.
Yeah, you never know what to expect.
We've had Hannibal starting. We've had
Hannibal's look good though.
No,
to
yes,
be fair, in his defense. I mean, there were even people saying that he should have come on in the Champions League game.
No, I like Hannibal. I like all the youth players at United, but sometimes they just are a little too raw. I know they have the energy and they've got the stamina, but they are a little too raw sometimes. And I think you're much better off. I know people don't want to say we like Mount, but I would much rather have Mount there than Hannibal.
Yeah, I mean, we've barely seen Mount since he's joined that field.
Speaking of, I think he is back now. I think the talk is, injury-wise, the talk is that Martinez is out for 3 months.
Oh my days!
Yeah, that's the most recent talk I've heard. So if that is true, golly, this is tough. We're gonna see Maguire. Although Maguire played well, I think he played in the Burnley game. He played well in that game.
Right, so that's his one good game done.
So yeah, Maguire probably comes back into the team. Johnny Evans is probably gonna come back to the team as well. And we'll probably see Amrabat.
Which you're actually excited for now.
Yeah, I actually don't mind. I don't mind Johnny Evans anymore. Who would have thought that? Eh? But Amrabat will probably be left back again because the talk is Reguilon's also injured now.
Oh, yeah, Amrabat does play left back. He said he'd even play in goal. So Onana
he's very
needs
dedicated.
to watch out, bro.
I'd rather have Onana play left back, to be honest. Let's get Amrabat in goal. But so I do think players are going to be played out of position. I think Mount's going to come back in the team. Talk is Mount is fit. I think we'll see him come back immediately. Yeah. Talk is Anthony's training with the team. I know Ten Hag likes Anthony a lot. We're going to see him immediately. Probably not in this game, but
so you think Ten Hag throws him right back in?
Oh yeah, I think Ten Hag loves Anthony. Judging by, as United fans, what we've seen, Ten Hag loves fucking Anthony. Oh gosh, pause. He loves Anthony. But I do think, other than that, I think the team will be Rashford, Bruno. We'll see obviously Casemiro. Slow start, but these last two games for Casemiro, amazing, dude.
Yeah.
He's been a star these last two games.
Yes, he has been a star.
And also, remember earlier I was saying maybe we should start benching Martinez because he didn't look like, maybe he was slow and shit because he was injured and just playing with the injury. And we probably should have benched
I feel like
him.
there's a few players in the league currently carrying injury, bro.
Yeah, I think so too. But and then to give my final prediction, I think, United win this 3-0.
I think that's fair.
I think that's fair. 3-0 at Old Trafford.
At Old Trafford, that's fair.
We
United,
did-
especially under 10 Hag at Old Trafford.
We did beat them 3-0 in the Carabao Cup. And sure it was different teams for both teams, but I think United keep it going.
I'm going to say 2-1 United. I don't think it's going to be that comfortable.
Fair
I
enough.
think it's going to be that comfortable.
At least it's a win.
I think it should be a win. And if it's not, then all that drama is going to start bubbling up again.
Another game that should be a win is Newcastle at home to Burnley.
Oh, my.
Yeah, I think Newcastle batter them. don't
After
they?
8-0 Sheffield, I think Burnley must be shitting themselves.
And Burnley also played 2 games this week.
I
So
mean, they're unlucky that Barnes got an injury in the Sheffield game. I don't know if he's back for this Burnley game, but even if he's not, bro, Gordon's back in.
yeah, this is probably at least like 3 goals.
At least.
Well.
I mean, if look again, that Sheffield, I'm sure 8-0 is going to be a one-off. I mean, Sheffield lost 2-0 to Man City. So that 8-0, that was a crazy result. But you can bet Newcastle are going to be super confident and they're going to think, let's double up on these championship teams.
I think so, and I think it's a guaranteed win. Let's be honest. I do think I'm triple stacking on Newcastle players. Defenders, I'm gonna get Pope. I'm gonna get hopefully Trippier. I've got Botman. I think Newcastle's defense is not conceding anything in this game. Burnley
shouldn't concede
Burnley have
anything.
no finishers, bro. They play position, but
Luton
we've
have
seen
more
them
of,
play
a-
against
of a- of
United.
an attacking threat than
Yeah,
Burnley
exactly.
at this point, bro.
So I think Newcastle's a safe bank for not conceding any goals, and I think Newcastle win this by at least 3 goals.
Yeah, I actually think 5-0 Newcastle. 5-0 Newcastle. Again, I don't know what's happening with the injuries, so I don't know who the goals are going to come from. I saw Isak
we saw in that 8-0 game, a different person scored each goal. So it doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know who's going to score the goals, but just in terms of lineup, like Isak, I saw it has an exclamation mark on FPL, and so does Bruno Guimaraes. So I don't know who's going to play, but whoever Newcastle lineup, that's
It's
a
done.
comfortable win, bro.
Another comfortable win, I think, is West Ham at home to Sheffield United.
Let's go West Ham 4-0.
4-0.
Kudus. Oh, I forgot about Kudus.
Were you going to put him in your fantasy team?
Why the fuck would I not put Kudus in?
Okay, look, let's spell it out for you. West Ham are coming off of a 3-1 loss to Liverpool.
Yeah.
So they are going to want to bounce
And
back.
Sheffield are coming off of 8-0 loss to Newcastle.
That's just fucking ruthless, eh? The fact that like Newcastle were up at one point like 6-0 and they were like, alright, let's keep going.
Wasn't it like 4-0 first half? Like, it was something ridiculous, bro.
Okay, so yeah, I think this is a done deal.
I can't believe it. I think Kudus gets his first goal for West Ham.
Yeah, you could probably stack on West Ham players this week too in fantasy. I think Bowen, Ward-Prowse, Antonio. I think any one of them is a shout.
Kudus.
Kudus too.
Telling you, bro.
But yeah, this is.
That's
gotta
4-0
be-
West Ham. I think this will be a high-scoring weekend.
I'll say 3-0. I'm not going to go 4-0.
I think West Ham kill it, bro.
A team that definitely will kill it is Man City away to Wolves.
Yeah, I know you're very convinced that City are going to walk it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think...
And I like Josie Sa. I like Wolves' keeper.
I think 2-0 City. I genuinely, I think just a humble standard 2-0.
2-0, bro.
2-0. I don't think this is going to be anywhere close to a 4-5-0.
Golly, why?
If anything, maybe City concede, bro.
Why?
I just think that Newcastle, I think the Wolves have a goal in them.
Yeah, they got 1 goal in them, maybe.
Who does Man City have next up? Because they may rotate in this game in preparation for what's coming next as well. If you're as convinced that this game's gonna be so easy, you know what I mean?
Well, Man City, don't they play Champions League in the week now?
That's what I'm saying. They may very well. Their first Champions League game was super easy, on paper. I don't think they expected to go down so early. Yeah,
Against
dude, they're playing
Kreisler.
Leipzig away in the week. So why not rotate against Wolves? I don't think they're gonna play a team that batters
The thing
Wolves.
is, though, attacking-wise, and when I say attacking-wise, I just mean Haaland and Alvarez. There's not much rotation between them anymore.
Yeah.
With all the players that are out, Rodri's out because of a red card.
If anything, it's players
De
that are told to
Bruyne's
play
out.
in third gear then.
Yeah, but I do still think even if Haaland and Alvarez and fucking Foden and Bernardo Silva's injured as well, I think even if these players are in third gear, I think they clean Wolves out, dude.
I don't know. I'm going 2-0 City. 2-0 City.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3. I'm gonna go 2-0 City as well, but I think it'll be a
You think
nice.
it's gonna be like
I think
a
it'll be a nice, easy.
I can
2-0.
accept that. Yeah, I can accept that.
What we got
Fulham,
next?
Chelsea.
Fulham-
It's a London derby.
No. Before that, the final game on the Saturday is
Oh.
Spurs at home to Liverpool. That's a big game.
Here we go, Liverpool. That's a Liverpool win.
Spurs at home.
I think Liverpool are just full of players that like to show up on the big days, bro. And Spurs away is not the hardest away game in terms of the big six clubs.
Sure, but this is a very different Spurs.
Yeah, it's also a pretty different Liverpool, bro, as we've come to see in these last few weeks.
Yes, but Liverpool we see they slip in the first half and then they bank on pulling it back in the second half. I think if a team can stop them from doing that.
I think if a team can stop Salah, it's not Spurs. Same
You
goes
don't
for
think it's
Szoboszlai.
Vicario?
Same goes for fucking Darwin Núñez at this point, bro. I think Liverpool have they've looked better every week, even when they've made mistakes and gone down early or something. They've looked better every week.
The weird thing is, I would say Tottenham have looked better every week too.
Tottenham have looked better every week, but again, they're not going to have Liverpool, are not going to have Gabriel Jesus who's going to fuck up an opportunity to capitalize on a mistake made. If Spurs make a mistake like they did against
but
us...
they have a defensive line that's going to make these mistakes. We've seen them do it all season.
Liverpool?
Yes.
Yeah, they also have Alisson in goal. If you're telling me now that Vicario's on the same level as Alisson, I'm going to slap you on this show.
No, but...
No, Vicario is a good goalkeeper. I just think this is a tailor-made Liverpool win game, bro.
Look, I also am going to predict Liverpool win, but I don't think it's going to be like...
No, it won't be. But you are going to have some standout moments. I think Spurs are going to be... Look, Son may get a goal. He's also in very good form.
He's in very good form.
Basuma's in good form.
Madison's in good form.
But we also saw in that North London derby game that Spurs are able to get quite a few yellow cards quite early. And they managed it well in the North London derby. I must give a shout out to Udogie because he was on a yellow for that, like pretty much the entire North London derby, and he carried it. But yeah, I think Liverpool are more able to draw fouls from them than Arsenal are. And if it goes anything like they played against Arsenal, where they actually do have super like passion and they put aggression behind it. Like I said, we've seen that they look, let's be honest, with Basuma in midfield also, you've got a possible yellow card at any point in your midfield, as good as he is. He's that type of player. They've got a lot of that type of players in their team.
Yeah, they do.
And Liverpool, they can pull those fouls,
thing is
bro.
that type of player is, you got to look at the opposite into. That type of player also fucking has a hell of a game sometimes, dude. And is perfect and literally leads the team to a win. We've seen Tottenham do it before. Basuma has been a star.
3-1 Liverpool.
I'm going to go 3-2 Liverpool.
3-2 Liverpool?
And I think his sponsor here, you'd also predict the Liverpool win.
Yeah.
And that is the end of the Saturday games.
Sunday fixtures, we got Nottingham Forest versus Brentford at home. Nottingham Forest home. I don't know. I think Brentford will score. Okay. And I think that Nottingham Forest have looked better than I expected them to look this season so far.
They've been good at home as well.
Yep. Kyle Walker-Peters is looking like a proper player. I don't know, man. It's Brentford's goal-scoring ability. I know we just beat them in the Premier League, but that second half was scary, bro.
It was.
That second half had me holding on for dear life.
And also, Brentford in the Premier League are coming off the back of a 3-1 loss to Everton.
That is true,
so
but
they are going to, like I said, that Everton game was a must-win. This is even more of a must-win
I think so. And also, I weirdly feel like you can kind of give it to them, that loss against Everton, just because of Sean Dyche's weird record against Thomas Frank against Brentford. So maybe that was a Sean Dyche masterclass more than anything.
I mean, we have to give some credit to him.
But yeah, and look, that honestly, they could have lost that game way worse than 3-1. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think this isn't a game that has any weird juju on it. So I feel like it's more of a level playing field. Mm-hmm. And Wisa and Mbama still look so good, bro. Like, I can't.
They do. Wissa missed a couple sitters in that Arsenal game, though.
Yeah, but look, to be fair, even if they were on target, the form that Ramsdale was in, but I had to stop them anyway. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't know. No one praises Forest's defensive side of things. We've liked Matt Turner turning up a few times with some saves, but defensively, you've never heard like, oh, that's...
There's only the one time when Aurier did really well.
Yeah, and fuck that guy. Come on.
Yeah.
Spurs reject. We don't.
I think we can agree that Brentford win this.
Unfortunately, I think Brentford win this. And I only say unfortunately because Nottingham Forest is slowly turning into a team that I kind of hope don't get relegated.
Yeah, I hope so too.
But yeah, I think Brentford 2-1. Brentford 2-1.
I think 2-1. Yeah, I'll go 2-1 as well.
2-1. And then we can get on to the London derby. Fulham versus Chelsea. Fulham hosting Chelsea. Yeah?
This is a good game. Yeah. This is on Monday. Fulham at
Weird,
home, yeah.
weird. Monday night football, and then it's Champions League football. Like 2 days later, it's bizarre. But yeah, Chelsea just lost at home to Villa.
Yes, it was a close game, though.
I mean, I know they won in the Carabao Cup. They did win in the Carabao Cup, but in the Premier League, they did lose to Villa. And haven't they got a suspension in their team now?
Nico Jackson is suspended.
Oh, and he got their Carabao Cup goal, isn't?
Yeah.
They finally got a goal in September, and then that dude gets suspended for the next Premier League.
So
game.
we'll see that Broja guy, Broja.
I like Broja though. He looked really good at Southampton on loan. Like he was someone that was linked to Arsenal, and I was all for it.
So we'll probably see him come in. We'll see Cole Palmer probably start. I like Cole Palmer. He's actually been very good so far. Fulham are coming off the back of a 0-0 draw against Palace.
Leno in goal.
Yeah, Leno in goal, but I gotta go Chelsea. I think Chelsea win this.
Wow, you think they come back?
I do. Even without the players that I did mention, I think Chilwell's out as well. I think Gusto also has a red card, so he's also out.
Yeah.
So I think even without those players, Mudryk has been good in the last couple of games. Like I said, I think Palmer's a very fucking promising young player. I think he needs to play more as long as he can get some more game time. And as long as Poch starts playing players in their actual positions and stops putting Colwell as a left back.
Let him go with his galaxy brain, bro.
No, I think... I literally think that's Chelsea's issue. They're just so fucking one-dimensional, bro. Like, it's just Sterling.
Yeah.
It's literally just Sterling. It's Sterling runs in, he passes into the box, no one's there. That's every Chelsea attack.
Sterling couldn't even do it against Villa, bro.
No, he couldn't. And like I said, get these people playing in the right fucking positions, Poch. Put Chilwell back in the team. I got Chilwell on my fantasy team, and you don't play Chilwell in the team twice. But yeah, I do think Chelsea win this. Fulham have no fucking attack on them, bro. I think, and I guess to be honest, Chelsea don't either.
I'm gonna go 1-1.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's gonna be a hot. Crowd's gonna be hot. There's gonna be a lot of There's gonna be emotion.
Humidity.
Probably some diarrhea to some levels on some players. But I do think Chelsea win this, and I think they fucking have to.
This is a must win.
I think they have to.
This is a must win.
So I'm gonna say Chelsea win this 2-0.
2-0.
2-0.
I mean, I don't know where Fulham's goals going to come. I just don't see Chelsea keeping a clean sheet, bro. I do not see it
I think
happening.
Sanchez has actually been good the last couple of games, remember? Sanchez has been kind of a standout.
No, look, fair play to him. But you asked me Sanchez versus Leno.
I probably would go Leno too.
And then we got probably the most must-watch game of the weekend.
Yeah, if you're waiting for this moment in the video, you've skipped
Dude,
ahead to see just
we
this part.
saved it for the end just so we could speak about this match for a further hour.
Yeah.
The championship derby, Luton hosting Burnley.
On Tuesday.
And you know what? Gonna have decisions to make, boys. Are you gonna watch that game or are you gonna watch Champions League football, bro?
Oh, fuck.
What are you gonna do?
I know only one of them is affecting my FPL. So...
Sorry, Man City.
Speaking of though, you've jumped on board this train of putting Morris in your team.
Yes.
Because he's got a double game week.
Yes.
Even though he scored no goals except for one penalty.
Yes.
And I think the XG by Luton is negative.
Yes.
And I think you've captained him, haven't you?
Yes, I captained him. Big brain, okay? You gotta risk it to get the biscuit. I got some making up to do, okay? This last week,
You don't have making up to do. You're the only one in the top 3 of our fantasy league who hasn't played the triple captain.
I feel like I'm being disrespected in this league, okay? I feel like I'm not being taken seriously enough because I always do well day 1, and then in day 2, it's like all that day 1 work just kind of goes to shit. And I've taken a bold stance this weekend. I've used my free hit. And I feel like I was making enough to do because by that I mean I need to get a little bit of a lead, bro. I can't be chasing. I'm still chasing. I was top of the league for 1 week. That's not good, bro. It's just been you and the
Yes, but you haven't played your triple captain. Literally, whatever game you decide to do that's at least 20 points if you put it on Ireland. Any game.
The best I can do for myself is to make sure I'm in as good a position as possible before I use that triple captain.
Yes, obviously.
So that's why I'm just.
But I still think you don't need to be playing like you fucking lost, bro.
I'm pulling.
Technically, you would be first.
I'm pulling an Arteta here also, and I'm experimenting.
Getting 2 goalkeepers.
I do actually have 2 decent goalkeepers now. But yeah, look, let's before we get deep into the FPL, Luton Burnley. Burnley win. Draw.
Yeah, I think Burnley win.
I kind of wonder what their head-to-head was like last season. I'm not gonna Google it. But
Koleosha's look good. Lyle Foster's good. I think Burnley.
shout out Lyle Foster. Yeah, I kind of am team Burnley just out of patriotism.
So I think Burnley do take it, and I mean they looked very good against United. They completely control
They do play a
possession.
nice
They just
brand
can't
of
finish.
football. They play a nice brand of football. Their confidence, I don't think, will be as low as Luton's, even though they haven't been getting results. They haven't been looking as shameful.
Looting as shameful.
Damn, bro, Luton have been looking bad. Like, what's Ross Barkley doing in that team, bro?
I think he's injured or something.
Oh,
But yeah, I am gonna go.
Something's
I
never
am gonna
changed.
go Burnley win. It's probably gonna be like 1-0,
I
maybe
think
2-0.
I think 2-0. I think 2-0. But yeah, FPL wise, like I said, I've gone with a free hit this week. I switched up my team quite a bit. I stacked up on West Ham players, Newcastle players. Well, have you done anything outlandish?
I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to wildcard.
You got to try and switch it. You got to try something to kind of get away from Razine, because the two of you have been at each other's.
I know but he's got such a good team, bro.
He
But
has a solid team.
I'm going to wildcard though, and I'm going to Matoma out, Eze out, Rodri out,
But don't we just got you how many points?
Robertson out, Estupinian maybe out. I'm trying to get a back line of just Newcastle. I'm trying to get Pope in. I'm trying to get Trippier in. I'm trying to get Botman in. I've already got him in. Then what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get Madison and Son. I'm trying to get both of them. If I can find a way, I'm going to try and get both of them. If I can only choose one.
If you guys know how to help him make this, you're talking like you're like, bro.
If I can only choose one, I'm still so like this. There's two things I'm torn about: Madison or Son, and then Bruno or Rashford. I don't think I can't have all of them, so I'm gonna have to choose one from each.
I think Son versus Liverpool's a better bet than Madison versus Liverpool. Anything Madison does, if anything, he'll set up Son.
Yes, but then I at least like I think Madison has like.
Do you think
got, like-
Madison gets his first goal against Liverpool?
I think he's got a goal in the Prem already. I think he's got 2 goals and 3 assists in his first like 6 games. So I think statistically, he's doing work. I may just pick Son though because he's Son. And he's been on fire.
Yeah, but again,
hopefully he plays
that
as
North
a
London
striker.
derby. Madison assisted both of Son's goals, so
Hopefully Son plays as striker. And then also I am trying to get either Bowen or Ward-Prowse in my team. I'm probably going to go for Ward-Prowse just because I think he, from what I saw, Ward-Prowse is better with bonus points. So he may not score the goal, but he's probably going to work
the
harder.
assist also maybe.
Yeah.
I will say that Bowen is absolutely going to cook that Sheffield United backline.
I know Bowen's
He's
in such good form.
Cook them, bro.
So yeah, probably
Even Antonio probably.
yeah, I'm probably gonna get a West Ham defender into maybe Zuma.
And Kudus.
And then up front, I've got to stick with Alvarez and Haaland, dude. No matter who they're playing, you've got to have both of them in. I know
Wolves, yeah?
Alvarez, I think against Wolves. I know Alvarez got 1 point, like he got low ass points last week. That's fine. Don't even think about that. He'll do well this week.
Yeah, I know, and I know you've been saying that. I think week after week, you know me, I've given up on Wolves already. I don't know, man. I still think with that Champions League game coming up, I wouldn't be surprised if either Haaland or Alvarez's game time gets cut short this weekend.
I know that is something to look into, but I think for now, I still see them playing.
Yeah,
I still see them playing.
right, fair play. We will see where things stand when the dust settles. We'll try and do a video. We should be able to do a video on Monday with some Champions League predictions. Another, fairly straightforward game for Arsenal coming up. Any team in that group is straightforward. So we'll going to be good to get into those games. For now, though, thank you for watching this episode. Sponzy should be back with us next week. He's been quite sick this week, which is very unfortunate.
Get well soon, Spons.
Yeah. By the time this video comes out, hopefully he will be better. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, as always. And we'll catch you in the next one.